Gizmo, you've had some time to process that win over LAG. What went right for you guys yesterday?
Honestly, Trey and Byron have stepped up in a massive way for us. In league matches, although stats don't tell everything, me and Marcus were doing very well. Yesterday, Byron showed why he was like the best challenger player last year. And obviously Trey's a veteran and he's been MVP, he's won a LAN event. And he was going massive with the first picks in S&D. Big B cap on controller. We lost that map. He was making clutch plays. And it took us over the edge on LAG, got our revenge.
How big is it for you guys that anyone on your team can pop off at any moment and take the initiative when it's needed?
Honestly, that's one thing about our team which is very unique. I think, unless you look at FaZe, maybe OpTic as well, and Toronto possibly, is every single player on our team can pop off. That doesn't just mean in respawns, that means in S&D, someone can go, like Trey, for example. He might pop off all the time in hardpoint, for say, but S&D, he might get 15 kills, and 10 of them be with a sniper, which is crucial to winning, which is really good. Like, our team dynamic when it comes to slaying is up there with the best in the history of Call of Duty, not just right now. And it's very good for us to keep winning.
And I think there was a real conversation around London, around you guys being onliners to a lot of people. What message does that win, in particular against LAG, who are a big LAN team, what message does that send?
I mean, that's always the case with new teams, especially Europeans coming over. Like, you've got to prove yourself first. But, I mean, just beat 2 world champions at our first LAN event. The kickoff's not a LAN event. Like, it was a kickoff. There's nothing to be gained from that. Just beat 2 world champions is not bad for some last year European challengers. You know what I mean? So there's more to come of that, I'm sure.
Did you feel a difference between playing on stage yesterday compared to the kickoff in terms of the atmosphere and the stakes?
Yeah, no, 100%. Mistakes-wise, we're not the cleanest team. So although it looks like really bad, and it was really bad to our standards anyway, but we make quite a lot of mistakes as a team. We're young, and we're a new team, a new environment, everything's going to be different. Even online, we make mistakes like that. That's why it's going back to like the first question. That's why it's really good to have like all the slaying power we do, because we get ourselves out those tough situations. The environment, although you got like white noise in your headset, you can sort of hear the vibrations and whatnot like underneath the stage, so you can somewhat know when you make a really good play or someone else makes a good play. But once again, we just beat 2 world champions at our very first match. Like, we're only going to get more confidence and get better as a team as like season progresses and as stage 1.
And since you won, you don't have to play today. How are you using your day off?
We're still scrimming, so we're warming up a few teams before their games, keeping the shop warm. Then we've got a full scrim later against FaZe. It's about just trying to gain more confidence, or like anything you can get confidence-wise right now is crucial, because you go into a league game, well, not a league game, but a stage 1 game against, because the next opponent's Toronto. They're a very good team, so you need to be confident for that, or you're going to get battered. And so today is about just trying to fine-tune every little mistake we made yesterday and bring it into tomorrow's game against Toronto. Hopefully it's a clean win.
Speaking about Toronto specifically, it's been a good start for the European teams. You're now facing off each other. Does that European rivalry, or UK rivalry as well, add more stakes to the game for you?
Yeah, well, me personally, I'm very close with them all. My team are somewhat close with them. Trey's close with them. I want to beat them. Like, Toby, Cammy, and Insight, I all teamed with when I was under 18. We all played with each other, played against each other sometimes, and we're all very close. We've been in the same community coming up. So I want to keep beating them, basically, like I did when I was under 18. But that adds some more like fuel to the fire. And on top of that, it's a great match. Like, for that like 5 maps, we're probably not going to be like the closest of friends, but afterwards we'll be friends again. And it's really good dynamic for whole of Europe as well, to root for 2 teams and get a really good match. And maybe best team win.
Everyone's a winner in a way. Do you notice a difference between the European teams and how you approach the game, and the North American teams and how they approach the game?
I can't speak for Toronto's behalf, but I assume it's somewhat similar to the mindset which I have, which I keep saying is, you could be overwhelmed by all the hype and the players you're playing against, the brands, the following, the personalities, and the egotistical players. Like, that can put new players into like a bit of a shell. But I've got the mindset, and my team have the mindset as well, is bring it. You don't know us, we don't know you. Meet us on the battlefield. And I mean, like, it goes back to the first question again. We believe in ourselves so much that we have a better gun skill than every single team. Obviously, there's teams where it'll be harder against like FaZe or not, but we're better. Like, bro, our gun skill is unmatched. So just bring it and see who wins.
The CDL announced that the Rookie of the Year award is back for 2022. You've had a very impressive start to the season. Can you win it?
Yeah, no, 100%. If it's not me, it's going to be Byron, and that's a fact. No one else is. Like, I don't want to be a knobhead, but no one else is on my news level. I firmly believe we are the best two new up-and-comers. And also some of the best players in the league. Like, we have that belief in ourselves. Obviously, it's up to us to show that, and I'm sure we will. I hope we will anyway. If I'm not going to win it, it's going to be Byron, and that's the way it's going to be.
If you and Byron are the top two, who do you think would be the third place? Maybe someone who could challenge your potential title in your eyes.
Fred, probably. We'll go to him because he's not. He's sort of got the same route as me and Byron, where he was an outsider. He's from APAC, had to come in, and just from doing that step alone, like we had to do, you gain a bit of mental strength, which you need in the COD league, because sometimes there's not always going to be sunshine and rainbows, but sometimes you're gonna get like some hate. Sometimes you're going to play bad. Sometimes you're going to be missed home really badly, and it builds mental strength. So if I'm going for an outsider's shot, it'll be Fred as well as us two, just purely for the fact that he's sort of been through the same struggles, and he's not a bad player.
We're seeing CDL teams like Toronto and Minnesota investing in the EU Challenger scene. You mentioned that you've obviously competed there recently. What improvements do you expect to see as a result of this investment and interest in that scene?
It's hard to tell right now, because obviously I'm not there competing. But I'm going from at the start of the game when I was there, playing with my team right now, and last year's and previous years. For new up-and-coming European talent is... Honestly, it'll be harder to find a player that doesn't do well in the league than it would be to find a player who does. If a talent in Europe, top end, it's not as deep as America, like talent-wise, but the top end of Europe is up there, like up with the very best. And the two teams that got picked up are probably the two best teams. So, I mean, I'm sure they'll do very well. And hopefully they get their shots as well, like within those respective teams. But yeah, hopefully it builds more confidence for lesser European players as well, because like to aspire to be like an academy team and then into the pro scene, like it's a good stepping stone, and I think it's something that more franchises should try and get into. 100%.
Final question: what do you need to keep doing to sustain this form and go on to win this tournament?
I'll keep coming back to the same thing: is confidence. Confidence, whether that be in and out of game, decision making as well, quick decision making. That's what wins S&Ds, controls especially. But you play with confidence, it's going to be harder to lose, and that's just a fact. Maybe you might not always win, but your chances of winning increases by 50% every single time. So if we keep the confidence up as a team, and also the ability which we're playing at right now is sort of hyper aggressive. So that also comes with confidence, but obviously that's hard to maintain all the time. Fatigue, and also just like matchups is a bit hard. So as long as we keep the core concept, which is confidence, hopefully it will go well for us, and hopefully we'll win in stage 1 and so on.